So I now request our guest speaker, Dr. R.V. Hosur, to come on stage and share his views. Just like to talk about him. Dr. R.V. Hosur is a professor and he's completed his master's in chemistry from the Indian Institute of Technology, Mumbai. That's an MSc with third rank, followed by a PhD from the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Bombay. Dr. Hosurji is an Indian biophysical scientist known for his expertise in the areas of nuclear, magnetic, resonance, and molecular biophysics. Presently, he is the director to Center for Excellence in Basic Science, Department of Atomic Energy, and University of Bombay. Sir has been honored by many scientific and academic institutions by way of fellowships and associateships, both nationally and internationally. And in 2014, the Government of India honored him by awarding the title of Padma Shri, which is, of course, we all know, the fourth highest civilian award for his contributions to the fields of science and technology. So I request, sir, to come and share your perspectives on this particular topic.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Sister Hina, for this kind opportunity to speak here on a topic which is of great relevance to the humanity. Stop neglecting, start nurturing. Both refer to the values, the principles of life, how to lead a good life, how to live a good life, what are the values in life which we should care for, which we should not neglect and we should nurture. This is a question which has been asked all along. At one time, India was a great leader in education, spirituality, and research. People from all over the world used to come to India for higher learning, better education. India made a good name. However, over the years, we all agree that India has declined in its status. At the same time, the countries which were coming here and gaining knowledge, they have progressed. Much of the scientific inventions are happening in the Western world. Why is it so? There are certain values which drive quality development in science, if you are talking about science now. I mentioned briefly yesterday things like honesty, truthfulness, creativity, confidence level, and we have slipped on all of this. Our confidence level has gone down. We don't have faith in ourselves. We look towards appreciation from the West. You are doing bandwagon research. No leaders. We are shy of creating something. The result is we are second or third or fourth or whatever, or sometimes nowhere, quite far down in the line. The great inventions are happening there. No doubt scientific research has contributed immensely our status with regard to the comforts in life. That does not mean, of course, that we always enhanced in our peace of mind. It also brought in a lot of confusions. And this is again because of the lack of values. And this has happened more here. Therefore, where is the problem? One thing we can trace is in the education system. And the Brahma Kumaris are doing a great job in this. What sort of an education you want to impart? You want to impart an education which builds your confidence, which makes you think in the right direction. Say for yourself, well, I can do anything on this earth. Honesty, truthfulness, these are important ingredients for achieving something. Of course, spirituality has two different aspects as well with regard to the Atma, Paramatma, and the relationship between the two. And once you have the surrendering attitude towards the Paramatma, the Atma what you have, automatically the wisdom and the values come by themselves. And that education has slipped away from our schooling and of course everywhere else. We have also lost values in various other forms. We have started placing importance in some other aspect of life like money, ignoring knowledge, whereas knowledge was at one time considered to be the supreme. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iham idyate. That was the goal earlier, but that has gone. Now you say there's nothing equivalent to money. So the result is you have got corrupted, the education got corrupted, and if you go to the colleges and schools and various places, the schools are run as businesses. The colleges are as businesses. Whether a child learns anything there or not, the owner of the college, he makes his money, he is happy. What is the consequence? We have 760 universities in this country, where the university is supposed to be the highest body of imparting quality education. It has become the lowest level body imparting education. The vice chancellors are appointed by money. Somewhere it is 10 lakhs, somewhere it is 20 lakhs, somewhere it is 1 crore. And they have to recover their money, so indulge in all kinds of corrupt practices. This is all loss of values. So if we have to improve our life, we have to get over these problems. Our mind has to become pure. We have to develop a sense of paropkar. The selfishness has to go. If I do something, if some others benefit from my doing, that gives me happiness. If that attitude has to come, actually this Atma-Paramatma relationship helps quite a lot. So this has to be brought in the education system from a very early age, from the school age. You develop these concepts, and then you will see that people will start doing things rightly. They will be afraid of doing things wrongly. They will be afraid, okay, that I am not doing the thing which is acceptable to the Paramatma. When that kind of a feeling comes in, you will automatically start doing the right things. You build confidence in yourself. Don't care for what others think about it. You be creative, then inventions will happen. We have had lots of conferences where scientific research is discussed. And we do have meetings where people present their work, try to praise it themselves, whether it is appropriate or not. that means you are fooling yourself. You are not putting it in the right perspective. You have to put it in the internationally valid perspective to say that, okay, you are creative. Many times people don't acknowledge others' work. That's again cheating. This is again a value. If you are doing research, you must acknowledge all those who have done it before, of the same type or something similar. This is again vanished. So this culture has to change. This can only come by quality education right from the schools. The educational institutions, the colleges, the schools, the universities have to get up and introduce in their curricula such kind of concepts and syllabuses. Meditation and yoga, these are important elements of education because they help you in keeping your health, bring in the values of the system, and that's the way we can make progress. If we want to bring back our country to that preeminent status, we have no alternative. The world has progressed. As I mentioned earlier, the world has progressed elsewhere enormously. We are far, 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 far behind. In terms of what you may ask, in terms of what we can contribute to the local comforts it might be, but even we haven't progressed spiritually either. Have the people elsewhere progressed? We can ask that question. What are they doing about it? In that sense, I would also like to bring a point that just as we are talking about spirituality in research, we must also bring in the other way around research in spirituality. Often one thinks that there is no possibility of a research in spirituality. That's not true. There can be research in spirituality as well. For thousands of years, Rishi Munis have studied the Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas. Various interpretations have come as a result of this, and that's all research. There have been interpretations on the basis of various kinds of experiences. And this experience is an important aspect of life. Experience determines what is correct, what is not correct. So far as science is concerned, your laboratory is the place where you do the experiments. So far as spirituality is concerned, it is the universe which is your laboratory. Your experiences are your results. You have to interpret these ones in the right manner to arrive at appropriate conclusions. I think I've taken away my time. Thank you very much. Om Shanti.